Towards the end of last year, I'm not sure if you still remember, but there was, how do you say? There was very big space news, right?
在去年年底，我不知道你们大家还记不记得有一个很大的消息是有关于天文的。
What happened was the European Space Agency, they sent this spacecraft to track down a comet.
那就是在欧洲呢，他们送了太空船来跟踪卫星。
And it took 10 years and billions of miles of space travel, but finally, late last year, the spacecraft was able to land on this comet.
那花了10年的时间，超过100亿的这个距离呢，这个太空船终于降落在一个行星上。
And when the spacecraft landed, there were some hiccups.
那
there were some problems.
那当这个太空船降落的时候呢，有一些问题。
It landed and it bounced a couple times.
那它降落下来的时候呢，它跳了几下。
And then it landed on an area of the comet that had some shadows.
那它就降落在一个有阴影的地方。
And so it could not get enough power to complete all its experiments.
那就没有足够的动力来完成它的实验。
But it was still able to complete some things, and it sent all the information it could back to Earth.
但它还是能够完成一些工作呢，把一些图片呢、资料呢送回地球来。
And then it ran out of power.
然后它就失去了能力。
But a couple of weeks ago,
但是在几个礼拜之前，
because the comet was coming close to the sun,
那这个行星呢又跟这个地球比较接近。
there was enough sunlight to reawake the spacecraft.
那这个足够的太阳能呢，能够使这个太空船再苏醒。
And the very interesting thing is that this spacecraft has its own Twitter account.
那这个太空船呢，有它自己的维特的这个账号。
It would send information and say, "Oh, we've landed, and this is what we're doing," and so people could follow what was going on.
那他送的信息说我们降落了那人家就可以来跟踪。
Now, the point I'm telling this story is because, at least for that time, my feeling was a lot of people were basically paying attention. Their minds were focused on basically, it's a rock, right?
那我告诉你这个故事的原因是在当时，特别是我自己呢，可能很多人所注意的就是那石头。
Right, it's just a rock and ice.
就是这个行星呢，就是石头跟这个冰。
It's a bit strange because sometimes people can grow really fond of rocks.
那有些人呢，也很奇怪，有些人会很喜欢石头。
3 years ago in Los Angeles,
3年前呢，在洛杉矶。
They were moving this huge 340-ton boulder from the mountain area into downtown Los Angeles.
那在他们打算运一个340吨的这个大石头，从这个到这个洛杉矶来。
And it was a 105-mile journey.
那是105里的路程。
That took 11 days because it needed a special truck to bring that to downtown Los Angeles to an art museum.
那需要把它运送到洛杉矶的这个艺术博物馆呢，需要花11天的时间，需要用特别的这个卡车来运
And
载。
what was very funny was that there were so many people gathering to witness this boulder being transported to downtown LA.
但是有很多人很奇怪，很多人都去观察观看这个大石头的运送。
So at one point there were 20,000 people gathered just to witness this.
甚至有2万人来观望。
Some people they collect rocks too.
那有些人呢，他们收集石头。
Some people collect sand or the soil of a certain place.
那有些人是收集这个沙土，或是特别某个地方的土。
Now, why would people pay attention to rocks? Why would people pay attention to dust?
为什么有些人会对这个尘土、对这个石头有兴趣呢？
It's because it's special to them.
因为对他们来讲，或许有特别的意义，
That there's maybe a memory attached to it.
或许他们有什么样的记忆。
When I was traveling in the Middle East a few years ago,
几年前呢，我在中西部地区旅行，
and we were following, the name of the tour was you're following the Israelites into the promised land, right?
好，那就是这个旅程呢，就是说跟随着以色列人进入到这个应许之地。
And there was a family in that same tour group. Everywhere we went to, they were collecting rocks and sand and soil.
那有一个家庭呢，就是跟我们一起旅行的，到每到一个地方呢，他们就收集一些石头啊、尘土啊。
These are rocks from Mount Sinai. These are salt crystals from the Dead Sea. This is sand from Jerusalem.
那比如说这个是西乃山的石头，这是盐湖的盐，还有某个地方的尘土等等。
Why would they do that?
为什么他们这样做呢？
Because those places, they mean something. They're special to them. Right?
因为这些地点呢，这些地方呢，对他们有特别的意义。
Let's read a passage with a similar theme.
我们来看一段经节，也有这相同的意义。
Let's turn to Psalm 102.
我们来看诗篇的102篇。
Psalm 102.
诗篇102篇。
Psalm 102, verse 14.
诗篇102篇的第14节。
Psalm 102, verse 14.
诗篇102第14节。
For your servants take pleasure in her stones, and show favor to her dust.
你的仆人原来喜悦他的石头，可怜他的尘土。
When you read Psalm 102, eventually it becomes clear that it was probably written during the Babylonian captivity.
那我们读102篇呢，或许我们后来会发觉呢，这一篇诗篇呢是在这个以色列人被掳到巴比伦的时候所写的。
And I think we're familiar with this portion of the Israelites' history.
我们对这一部分以色列历史呢，应该相当的了解。
Right? Because of Israel's unfaithfulness, continuously worshiping idols, God allowed them to be captured by the Babylonian Empire.
因为以色列人对神不忠实呢，那拜偶像呢，后来他们就被掳到巴比伦去了。
Their city of Jerusalem was destroyed, the temple was destroyed.
他们的耶路撒冷圣城被摧毁，圣殿也被毁
This
了。
was something that was very sad for the entire Jewish people.
对犹太人来讲，这是一个很悲惨的历史。
And then many of them were taken exile to these foreign lands.
很多人呢被掳到外邦去。
So when you read this psalm, you get that sense that it was during this time.
那我们读这一篇的时候，我们就明白，就是在那一段的时候
We，can read verse 8.
我们可以读第8节，
Psalm 102, verse 8.
诗篇102篇第8节。
My enemies reproach me all day long. Those who deride me swear an oath against me. Verse 9.
第9，
For I have eaten ashes like bread, and mingled my drink with weeping.
第8节，我的仇敌终日辱骂我，向我猖狂的人指着我诅咒。9，我吃过如灰，如同吃饭，我所喝的与眼泪掺杂。
Here you can see the type of suffering the psalmist was experiencing.
我们可以看到诗人在那个时候他所受的苦难。
Let's read verse 10.
我们读第10节，
It says, Because of your indignation and your wrath, for you have lifted me up and cast me away.
这都因你的恼恨和愤怒，你把我拾起来，又把我摔下去。
Of course, this is a psalm, right?
这是一个诗篇，
So it is not necessarily meant to be taken literally. Right?
那我们可能不能说直接的用字眼来读它，
But at least in English, when it says, You have lifted me up and cast me away,
但是就字面上来讲，你把我拾起来，又把我摔下去。
it has a sense that he is in foreign land, in exile.
那就给我们一个感觉呢，他是在一个外邦的地方，是在一个被放逐的地方。
But even though he is in a very sad state of mind,
虽然那个时候这个作者呢是很伤心，
but he turned his eyes on God himself.
但是他把他的眼光专注在神。
Let's read verse 12 13 and 14.
我们请读12节到14节。
It says, But you, O Lord, shall endure forever, and the remembrance of your name to all generations. Verse 13.
13
You will arise and have mercy on Zion, for the time to favor her, yes, the set time has come. Please read.
12节，唯你耶和华必存到永远，你可纪念的名也存到万代。13，你必起来联系锡安，因现在是可怜的他的时候，日期已经到了。
So when you read these two verses, you also get a sense that the psalmist understood that there was a set time for this type of exile, for this type of suffering.
那我们读这2节呢，我们可以知道呢，作者呢，他明白说，他被放逐的时候是有一定的。
And that the Lord one day will have mercy on his people.
有一天，神会怜悯他的百姓，
That he will arise and also show mercy on Zion, the holy city, and the temple. Right?
他会起来联系锡安，会联系神的圣殿。
Now, why will God show this mercy upon his people?
那为什么神会来联系他的百姓呢？
In verse 14, he gives the reason.
14节给了这个原因
He。says, Because your servants, we take pleasure in her stones,
14节说：“你的仆人原来喜悦他的石头，
and show favor to her dust.
可怜他的尘土。
In another translation in English, it says, Because we hold those stones dear. ”
那在另一个版本的英文版本说呢，我们是很喜悦他的石头。
So here you can see that the psalmist is saying that Jerusalem, Zion, the city that he loves, is going to be revived.
也就是说，作者在说他所喜爱的锡安呢，就是耶路撒冷会再复
And
苏。
why is it that God will revive Jerusalem?
为什么神要来复兴耶路撒冷呢？
Because his servants, his people have learned their lesson.
因为他的仆人已经学到了教
They
训，
have learned to reject those idols that brought them into captivity in the first place.
他们已经学到了，就是要拒绝他们，把他们带到外邦被掳的那些偶像。
But at the same time, the reason why God will show mercy is because the servant of God is embracing the ruins of Jerusalem.
那为什么神会对这个耶路撒冷怜悯呢？因为他的仆人也联系着这个耶路撒冷的毁败。
That even though Jerusalem is in ruins and it's just stones and dust,
虽然耶路撒冷已经成为荒凉的城市，只有石头和灰土，
but the servant of God takes pleasure in those things.
但是神的仆人还是喜悦他的圣城。
This is a very interesting scene, right?
这是一个很有趣的画面。
Because what are stones? What are dust?
那因为什么是石头，什么是尘土呢？
Basically, they're worthless.
他们是根本一无不值的，
It's things that people step on and trample on.
是别人践踏的地方，
They're things that people don't even give a second thought to.
别人也不会去多看他一眼。
How many times have you counted how many stones are in your driveway or how much dust is in your driveway?
你有没有数算过，在你的这个车道上有多少块石头，
So
有多少尘土呢
These？are all the things that are easily overlooked.
这是我们常常轻看的。
But here, the servant of God, he looked at the state of Jerusalem and he embraced the reality.
但是这个神的仆人呢，他看着耶路撒冷，他接受这个事实，
And he pitied the situation.
他对这个情况呢充满着怜悯。
And even though Jerusalem was in ruins, he did not walk away.
虽然耶路撒冷已成为荒场了，他也没有离开，
Because he took pleasure in her stones.
因为呢，他呢喜悦他的石头，
And he shows favor to the dust.
他可怜他的尘土。
Let's read verse 15.
我们请读15节。
So the nations shall fear the name of the Lord, and all the kings of the earth your glory. Verse 16.
16，
For the Lord shall build up Zion, he shall appear in his glory. verse 17.
17
He shall regard the prayer of the destitute and shall not despise their prayer.
15节，列国要敬畏耶和华的名，世上诸王都敬畏你的荣耀。16，因为耶和华建造了锡安，在他荣耀里显现。17，他垂听穷人的祷告，并不藐视他们的祈求。
So here you can see the psalmist is making a prayer of great faith.
那我们可以看到这个作者呢，他是以极大的信心在祷告。
Even though he doesn't see it yet, and it's something that's going to happen in the future.
虽然他还没有看见那将来要发生的事，
But he says, with faith, the Lord shall build up Zion.
但是他以极大的信心来说，神要建造锡安，
That God will appear in glory again in Zion.
神会再度的在锡安在荣耀里显现。
Right? That he will listen to all these prayers for Jerusalem.
他会垂听那为耶路撒冷祷告。
So for us as servants of the Lord Jesus Christ,
我们身为耶稣基督的仆人
now，sometimes when we look at the church, we may be discouraged.
有时候我们看教会呢，我们会有些灰心失望。
Sometimes you may even get to the point you feel like it's in a state of ruins.
有时候我们甚至会觉得教会好像在毁坏了。
Right? And then we're hoping for a revival.
我们希望教会在复兴。
And then we're thinking about the promises in the Bible, how the glory of the latter temple shall exceed the former.
那我们想到圣经的应许说，末后的殿要比先前的殿更有荣耀。
So sometimes when you see these things, you might just walk away. You might just say it's over.
有时候我们看到这些事情呢，有时候我们会就离开了，就说算了吧。
But a faithful servant of God, he looks at the stones, he looks at the dust and embraces it.
但是一个忠心的仆人呢，他会看着石头，他会看着这些尘土而来拥抱它。
If you can hold what is unsightly to your heart,
那虽然你心里是有些不平呢，你能够把它镇定住，
then you indeed are a servant of God.
你就是神的真的仆人。
And then God definitely can bring revival.
那神确实能够使教会再度的复兴。
But you can see here that God's set time will come. It's when these servants really embrace these lowly things.
当这个仆人他对这些翻产呢，他能够来拥抱他的时候呢，是神来垂听的时候。
Now, during this time of waiting, the psalmist, he had this great hope.
在他等待的时候，他有极大的盼望。
Right? The environment he was in was very toxic, but he just kept on looking upon God and his promise.
虽然他所处的环境极度的恶劣呢，但是他一直看着神，
And then he continued to pray in faith.
他不断的以信心来祷告。
Right? In the beginning of the psalm, he's so distressed.
那在诗篇的刚开始的时候，我们看到他有极大的挫折，
But then he continued by looking upon God. His faith kept on increasing. And then he was able to say, God will regard the prayer of the destitute.
那他对神有信心呢，不断的关注着神呢，那他的信心就一再的增加。
So during this time, there were servants of God such as Daniel. Right?
在那个时候呢，有神的仆人，譬如说但以
Right?
理。
Daniel also knew, based on reading the book of Jeremiah, that the exile would be for 70 years.
但以理他也知道，借着读这个耶利米书呢，他知道说这个选民被放逐是70年。
He himself was in Babylon. He himself was in Persia. Right?
但以理本身呢，他也是被放逐，他在巴比伦，他在波斯，
But his heart was always on Jerusalem, which was in ruins.
但是他的心呢，一直在那荒凉的耶路撒冷。
And when you read Daniel, right,
当你读但以理书的时候，
it seems like it was his prayer that enabled to get God to bring back his people from the exile. Right?
那好像是因为接着但以理的祷告呢，而使神呢把这个百姓从被掳之地再带回来。
So we have to continue to look upon the God that we worship
我们必须要再来看我们所敬拜的
and
神。
have faith in the words that he has given to us.
那我们对他所给予我们的话语要有信心，
He has declared that the glory of the second temple shall exceed the former.
因为神说，那末后的殿比先前殿要更有荣
And
耀。
even though maybe what's in front of us may not seem like it,
或许我们还看不见，
but we must pray with faith.
但是我们必须要以信心来祷告。
We hold the stones of the church the dust of the church in our heart.
我们要把教会的石头、教会的尘土换在我们的心上。
And then one day, the Lord will truly revive His church.
那有一天，神会真的复兴这个
Just
教
like
会，
how God revived the people of Israel.
就好像神怎么样把以色列人再复兴起来。
Right? You can see when the appointed time really came, God moved the heart of an unbelieving king.
那当神的时候到了，神感动了那不信神的外邦的君王。
And then He allowed the Jewish people to go from Persia back to Jerusalem to rebuild the temple.
他允许这个被掳的犹太人呢，再回到耶路撒冷重建圣
They
殿。
built the temple on its original foundation.
他们在原来圣殿的地址上来建造圣
But
殿。
you can see it was 100% times taller than the original temple.
他们这个后来的殿呢，比原来的殿呢多高1倍。
And in that sense, it has more glory than the former. Right?
那我们可以说是末后的殿比先前的殿还更有荣耀。
Several years ago, when I was in Taiwan studying Chinese,
在几年前呢，我到台湾去学习中文，
I joined the Taipei Youth Choir
我加入台北教会的青年合唱
because
团。
I thought it would be a good way to learn Chinese. Yeah.
我想这是一个好方法来学习中文，
Because you're repeating the same thing over and over. Right?
因为唱诗的时候你不断的重复相同的歌词。
And then one of the songs we were singing was called "Because of Jesus' Love."
那有一首歌我们在唱的就是因为神是爱，
Right? 因为
耶稣基督是爱，
神的爱. Yeah.
因为神的爱。
And this song was composed by our church members in Taoyuan County
那是我们桃园县的一位信徒所写的，
that belonged to the Huayuan Church.
那是花园教会。
And why did they compose this song?
为什么他们写这首诗歌呢？
Because many years earlier, the state of the church was in ruins.
因为在几年前呢，那时候教会的情况不好
The，members grew cold.
信徒信心冷淡，
The chapel was abandoned.
那甚至会堂被遗弃，
Chicken and cows were going into the chapel.
甚至连这个鸡啊、牛啊都进入到教会里去。
And then one day, a preacher was assigned to that church.
有一天，一个传道呢，他被派驻到那个教会
He
去，
didn't know what to do.
他不知道怎么办，
So he just started to pray.
他就只有祷告。
And then thankfully through prayer, one day while he's praying in the chapel, God opened the ear of his sister to hear that somebody was praying. Right?
那有一天呢，他在这个教会里祷告的时候，神打开一个姐妹的耳朵呢，让她听到有
So
人在
she
祷告
went to。the chapel to go pray, and she found the pastor, somebody praying. So she knelt down and prayed with him.
那他到教会去呢，就看到有一个人在祷告，他就也跟着一起祷告
And。so slowly, through God's amazing revelations, the church got stronger and stronger and built up.
那借着神的这个启示呢，教会呢就越来越强壮。
And then eventually they composed this song.
那后来他们就写了这首诗歌。
And in the song, the lyrics are very touching.
那这个诗歌的内容呢，非常的令人感动。
Talking about how the Lord does not break the broken reed, right?
那就是讲到神不折断将断的芦
He
苇，
does not quench the smoldering fire. Right?
将残的灯火他不吹熄。
Because actually, those metaphors were talking about their own church.
因为这个比喻呢，就像是在讲他们的教会
And。so eventually, we were able to visit that church a few months later. Right?
后来过了几个月呢，我有机会去拜访那间教会
The whole church choir, the whole church choir went.
那整个这个合唱团呢，诗班呢都去了，
And then they also sang this song.
他们也唱这首诗歌。
And you can see, we were singing the song.
我们唱这首诗歌
And you can see in the congregation, especially the elderly members, they were all in tears.
那我们可以看到这个会众呢，特别是那年老的人，他们都流着眼泪，
Because the Lord had mercy on them.
因为神对他们有
And
怜悯，
God revived their church.
因为神复兴了他们的教会。
What is this? How did it start? Right?
那这是怎么开始的
With
呢？
prayers of faith.
就是因为有信心的祷告。
So, The church will continue to grow. Right?
那教会继续的成长
But，sometimes it may go through periods where it may feel more slow. Right?
有时候教会好像进度会缓慢下来，
But we should not grow discouraged.
但我们不要失望。
Right? On the other hand, we should embrace the church even more. Right?
那同时呢，我们应该要更爱教会。
Hold the stones dear to your heart,
我要把这个石头很亲爱的放在你的心上，
and God will bless the church.
这样教会就会祝福，神就会祝福教会。
Finally, I just want to share, when I moved to Illinois in 2005,
那我要再分享，在2005年我搬到伊利诺州的时候，
I received a care package from the youth in Hillsborough Church.
那我从喜乐坡教会呢，我接到关怀的包裹。
And of course, there was food, there was goodies, there were CDs of sermons and stuff. Right?
那当然里面有一些食物啊，有一些 CD 啊，有些卡带啊等等。
But then also in that box, there was a semi-transparent container.
那在这个包裹里面有一个半透明的小包。
And as you know, in 2005, this building was still being constructed. Right?
你知道，在2005年的时候，这间会堂还正在兴建。
And inside this plastic capsule, somebody put in just screws, fiberglass, insulation, chips of wood into it.
那这个小包里面呢，半透明的小包里面呢，有人把这个建造会堂的这些螺丝钉啊，一些建筑的器材呢放在里面。
At first, it was confusing,
因为刚开始我觉得很困惑，
but then I realized
然后我就明白了，
these small scraps of seemingly insignificant things, it
That's-
actually represents something much more.
这些看起来不起眼的东西，实际上是非常的有意义。
Let's now come up and pray together and pray for our church.
那我们一起跪下来祷告，来为我们教会来祷告。